I need to get inside. Not that.
Hi guys, it's Miss Moxie, and I'm here to talk to you about the requirements of our newest project, the MAP project. So in this project, we started thinking like, how did early map makers, start creating maps in the first place? So you had explorers like 400 years ago that went out and explored different places where they didn't even have any maps at all. And what they did was they took field notes. They had notes that they took of different places, and then they brought them back to a cartographer. And a cartographer made a map out of their field notes. So how is it that they were able to take those notes and then turn them into a map? That's what this whole project is about. You're going to be pretending to be a cartographer, and you're going to take an explorer's field notes and turn them into 3 different maps. One of those maps is going to be a topographic map, like an elevation map, and the other 2 maps are going to be of your choice. You're also going to be building constructing a topographic profile from your topo map, and in addition to that, you're going to be keeping your learning log, creating how-to guides for different skills like locating places with latitude and longitude, constructing a profile, calculating slope on a topographic map, and there are a couple other. We'll take a look at them. So let's take a look at the instructions together right now. So here are the instructions for the map project. Your big question is, an explorer has returned from a new island in the Atlantic Ocean. He has hired you as a cartographer and has given you physical features, global positioning coordinates, and descriptions of key landforms on the newly discovered island. You're going to create 3 different kinds of maps to show the different features that the explorer has discovered. So your big task is to use the explorer's field notes, and here's a visual of those field notes right here. So you can see it's like his diary of what he saw when he explored this new island. You have to read that very carefully and then create a series of maps of the island. So let's take a look at the objectives. Your objectives are: I can use latitude and longitude to locate points on a map. I can find the distance between 2 points on a map using the map scale. I can interpret elevation and elevation changes, like slope, on a topographic map. I can construct profiles when given 2 points on a topographic map. And I can interpret landforms like hills, valleys. I can interpret landforms like hills and valleys, water features like rivers and lakes, and human-made structures on a topographic map. Let's take a look at the requirements, things that you're required to do. This is similar to the scientific method project, but this is amped up. There's more that you're going to be doing. So at a basic level, you're doing a learning log, maps, and a reflection. That's just like before. So when we look at the learning log is similar to the previous project, but you're going to be describing what you already know about each of the objectives. You're going to be logging in the resources that you used. Now, what's a little bit different this time is that you're going to be creating how-to procedure guides. So those how-to guides could either be written, like written steps of how to do the following things, or it could be in video form, where you're actually using Snagit on your laptop to show how it is that you do each of the following things. So you have to do a how-to guide for each of these 5 skills. Latitude and longitude, so finding points on a map using latitude and longitude, finding the distance between 2 points on a map using the map scale, constructing a topographic profile, reading a topographic map. And by reading a map, I mean, like, how is it when you look at one of those topographic maps that you can see the hills and see the rivers and see the valleys? So you want to explain that. See like a steep slope versus a flat slope, and calculating slope on a topographic map. In addition to that, in your learning log, you want to be uploading pictures of your notes and or your practice sheets that you will have access to in class. Now the second part is are the maps themselves. So for you're going to be creating 3 maps using the Explorer's field notes. the three maps are of the same location. They're of the same island. So the outline of your island is going to be the same, but the type of map that you're using is going to be different. And the type of map you use is up to you, except for one of them must be a topographic map. All three of your maps need to include the following things: a scale, a contour interval if you're on your topo map, a title, a compass rose, a description, your name, latitude and longitude, a legend, contour lines on your topographic map only, and different landform features that you are finding from the field notes, like hills, rivers, bays, cliffs, etc. Now, in addition to the three maps that you're going to be making, you're also going to choose 2 points on your topographic map and construct a topographic profile on a separate sheet of paper. Be sure to take a picture of all of your maps. You can insert those all of your maps and your profile. You can insert those pictures underneath the learning log and reflection if you want to, which takes us to the reflection. Your reflection is very, very important. Reflecting is a way for you to think about your thinking. You're getting really meta, like metacognition. So you're thinking about your thinking and your learning process so that you can become an even more efficient learner and a more independent learner, so that you're not like always super reliant on the teacher or your professor when you head off to college. All of the reflection questions, you want to answer all of the reflection questions and then add more as they come to you, add more of your own thoughts. When we come down here, you see these are some of the important documents, like your learning options, the resources, your learning log, the rubric, and the submission form. You are going to submit in the same way you did the scientific method project. This project is going to be due on Tuesday, October 2nd at 11:59 to Google Classroom. But this project is different because you're going to have paper copies of your map, in addition to taking pictures of them and uploading them into your learning log. So you're going to submit your learning log, your reflection, your how-to skills guides for those 5 different skills, and pictures of your 3 different maps and a picture of your profile. It'll all be in that one Google document that has your name on it, on your learning log. And so all of that has to be submitted by October 2nd, 11:59. But you're going to bring your paper copies in of your map. If I have you on October 2nd, then you'll pass them in on that day. If I don't have you on October 2nd, then you'll bring them in the next time that I see you. I think that's it. So if you have questions, let me know. And we will be working on this for the next 3 classes.